It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, a couple of events planned for this weekend, and the public's invited to attend. Reminder on Saturday in downtown Jesup, beginning at 1 p.m., the annual Martin Luther King Parade, which was postponed due to weather conditions back in January, but it's been rescheduled for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Grand Marshals Brian Simon, Tierran Smith. Judges for the parade are Donald Lovett, Clifford Davis, and Sherna Spearman Lott. They have close to 50 entries in the Issues Parade, and it all takes place tomorrow in downtown Jesup at 1 p.m., and the public is invited to come out and enjoy the parade. Then on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, the public invited to attend tailgate with history at the Wayne County Heritage Center and Magis Place Caboose. The Wayne County Board of Tourism is hosting Super Museum Sunday. It's a statewide event where historical venues and state parks offer free admission to state and participating local venues. Historical Society will host the event from 11:30 to 2:30 this Super Bowl Sunday. Again, it'll take place at the Wayne County Heritage Center, located at 125 Northeast Broad Street, and Magis Place Caboose, located at 101 Cherry Street. First 15 visitors will receive a free historical mug. Tailgate refreshments of popcorn and Cokes will be available, and a raffle for a game day gift basket will be held to make your Super Bowl Sunday even better. Once again, Super Bowl Museum Sunday at the Wayne County Heritage Center and Magis Place Caboose this Sunday, February the 9th. And the Wayne County Historical Society has announced that their next meeting is Thursday, February 13th at Captain Joe's Seafood Restaurant. Program for the evening will be presented by Miss Betty Sapp, discussing the life of Wayne County educator Martha Rawls Smith. That meeting begins at 7 p.m. Dutch Treat meal precedes the meeting at 5:45. Guests are welcome and members are encouraged to attend. Once again, that's set for Thursday, February 13th at Captain Joe's Seafood Restaurant. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, the case of state of Georgia versus former District Attorney Jackie Johnson played out in a federal court down in Glenn County this week, and it ends with Judge Turner dismissing both charges due to lack of evidence. The judge, in dismissing one count, stated there was not one scintilla of evidence to support the charge. Johnson was facing charges of violation of oath of office and obstruction of an officer charge. She maintained from day one her innocence, and she walks out of the courtroom a free woman. Once again, the case never even gets to the jury. Judge Turner dismissing both charges after listening to the evidence presented in court. Johnson recused herself from the shooting death of the investigation of Ahmaud Arbery, and neighboring DA George Barnhill from Waycross took over. Barnhill testified in the court case that when he arrived to assist the Glenn County Police Department after the shooting, that they had already listed Arbery's shooting death as a self-defense shooting. Barnhill testified that the officers did not ask him any questions, did not seek a warrant, and again listed the shooting death as self-defense. And it stayed that way for almost 2 months. Then the video of the shooting was released to the public, and everything changed. GBI was eventually called in, arrests were made, and eventually a trial, and the McMichaels, who shot and killed Ahmaud Arbery, were tried and convicted of murder and are sitting in prison facing life in prison without the possibility of parole. Wayne County Chamber of Commerce hosting the State of Education Forum on Thursday, February 13th at Coastal Pines Technical College. The time will be from 11 to 1 p.m. Tickets are $30 for chamber members and $40 for non-members, but everyone's invited to attend. Guest speakers on the program will be Lonnie Roberts, president of Coastal Pines Technical College, Wayne County School Superintendent Tony Williams, Richard Lentz, superintendent of Coastal Plains High School, Sherry Bowen, head of Wayne County's Christian Academy, and Reggie Burgess with Partners in Education. All that this coming Thursday at Coastal Pines Technical College. If you need tickets or more information, call the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce at 912-427-2028. In Atlanta, under the Gold Dome, some Georgia lawmakers are pushing for stricter gun control measures. Representatives have introduced multiple bills related to the issue so far this session. House Bill 80 would give law enforcement agencies the option to sell or destroy firearms no longer needed as evidence. House Bill 63 makes it a crime for gun owners to leave their weapons unsecured, whether loaded or not. Under the proposed legislation, if an unsecured gun is used by a minor or in a crime, the owner could face a $500 fine and a misdemeanor charge. In 2024, the city of Savannah passed its own ordinance requiring gun owners to secure their firearms in cars or face penalties, and these bills need to pass the House before moving on to the Senate. We'll be checking in again next week with our representatives in Atlanta. Mondays with State Representative Stephen Meeks, Tuesdays with State Senator Blake Tillery, and Wednesday with State Representative Buddy DeLoach as the session moves into week 3 of the session. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor or other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes in news, Valentine's Day quickly approaching. City of Jesup says fall in love with downtown Jesup at the Bland Park as they currently have the Heart Arch Perfect for that Valentine's Day photo. They say whether you're celebrating love, friendship, or just a fun moment in charming downtown Jesup, the Heart Arch is a must-see and a great photo opportunity. Snap a photo under the heart. After the photo, enjoy the downtown area, dine at one of the fine restaurants, or catch a movie at the Strand and make it a date night. They ask you to come on down and share the photo with the DDA. They ask you to hashtag your photo downtown Jesup and send it to the DDA. Check out the Heart today at Bland Park, and again, take those Valentine photos. Community-wide blood drive set for Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium, 415 East Cherry Street. The date, Monday, February 17th, the time from 12 to 6 p.m. Again, sponsored by the American Red Cross and sponsored by the Jesup Shriners Ladies Auxiliary. To schedule an appointment, they ask you please visit redcrossblood.org. Enter Jesup in the blood drive Monday, February 17th from 12 to 6 p.m. And finally in the news, don't forget the Hog Jam coming up by the Wayne County Board of Tourism. Statewide hunt begins at 2 p.m. on Friday, February 21st. Ends on Sunday, February 23rd at 12 noon. Again, they'll also be hosting a category for Wounded Warriors to participate in the event. If you're interested in sponsoring a Wounded Warrior for the weekend, contact the Tourism Board office at 912-427-3233. Registration and rules are available online through active.com, or registration forms can be printed by the Tourism Board website, WayneTourism.com. Once again, the Hog Jam set for February 21st to the 23rd with headquarters of the J.C. Fair building. Again, if you need more information, call the Tourism Board office, 912-427-3233. And that'll do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.